morning, folks. It's 87 degrees and breezy here in Princeton, Florida, in southern Miami-Dade County. I'd like to welcome our new subscribers. We got quite a few of them. And thank you for Alfred Montagnier for the shout out. I'll put a link to his channel. This is very entertaining. I recommend it a lot. This video here is going to be a little different. So first of all, to our new subscribers, let me explain this channel. It's a little bit nerdy. It's not going to be, anything about, I'm not going to jump in the camera and make a fool of myself and wave my arms or anything like that. That's just not who I am. So what I'm trying to show in this channel is mostly educational. It's going to be different areas of South Florida, Miami-Dade County, and southern Miami-Dade County in particular, but there will be other videos in Florida Keys, other parts of the county, and maybe other parts of Florida. I'm sure there'll be some from the Orlando area and stuff like that. But this here video is going to be a little different. It's going to be if you don't want to hear this, you're not local, it doesn't interest you, you can just go ahead and click off. Perfectly all right. This is going to be just one video, maybe two in the future, I don't know, but we're going to go off character, and it's aimed mostly at locals, and we're still going to be riding through neighborhoods. So if you just want to maybe hit the mute button and put some music on or whatever and just watch the scenery, you don't want to hear me talk about this because it doesn't interest you or it doesn't affect you, it's perfectly okay. I appreciate the view anyway. But we're going to talk, and I decided to make this video last minute. It's not scripted. When I'm driving, you can't be looking at notes, so it's not scripted or anything like that. It just comes from the heart. Tropical America Transit, I'll leave a link to that channel also. Talking about the so-called Better Bus Network, these changes that are going to be in effect this coming November. It's going to affect Miami bus riders and Miami Transit employees a lot, in a very negative way mostly. And Tropical Transit did a vehicle that was very explanatory, and he targeted mostly the busway. So I'm not going to talk about the busway or transitway, as some want to call it now. I'm going to talk about other routes or areas that it's going to affect in a very negative way. And first one I'm going to hit on, it's going to be what's called the Dolphin Mall area. It's an area in recently annexed area by the city of Sweetwater, and it borders with the city of Doral in west central Miami-Dade County. And you say Dolphin Mall, it's a lot more than Dolphin Mall. You have the area is a major employment area. You have two malls, but you have a lot of industrial areas. You have a Miami-Dade College campus. You have a IKEA. You have the Telemundo Studios, short distance away. It's a thriving job creator or job engine, you might want to say. Nightmare in the Redlands. Okay. This area is not, people say, well, that's touristy, and there's going to be people coming in to buy at these high-end stores. But that's just not the case. It's a lot of people riding the bus over there are employees of the stores, employees of the industrial centers. They're the one that depend on that bus to get there to their employment center. Like I said, a lot of households of the working class here in Miami-Dade County can't afford more than one car. So usually one member of the family drives that car. Sometimes it's the son or the daughter driving it to school, and dropping off maybe a parent at work in the daytime, and then both of them rely on transit in the afternoon. These people are very, very much dependent on transit, on the buses. And what this plant does to that area is devastating. It's devastating. The Route 36, locals here know the 36. The 36 runs along Northwest 36th Street and Northwest 41st Street. And the Doral area is 41st Street. And it's a major thoroughfare, major east-west connection. They're cutting that route in half. And this is not going to service nowhere near what it services now. It's going to be nothing west of 79th Avenue. And the area I'm talking about is 107th Avenue. So, see what I'm talking about. And that route is said to be, they're calling it Better Bus. I don't know why. It's nothing better about it. And they said it's going to be Better Bus Route 36. It says it's going to have more frequent service. It's not more frequent for service when you have less buses per hour. If you look at the Transit America video,
start recording emergency.
He'll explain to you what buses per hour is. I mean, less buses per hour on that corridor. The corridor is served by the Route J, which is going to be completely eliminated, and the 36. The J is serving only east of Lejeune Road, which is 42nd Avenue. So that said,
recording completed.
For people who work in the area, they take the 36 bus because it runs completely, it's a crosstown run completely across 36th Street from east to west and west to east. And you can make connections with the other north and south crosstown routes that'll take you into your neighborhoods. That is going to be eliminated. Now you're gonna have to get on the Doral trolley, which does not have a very good reputation to begin with, doesn't run that frequent, and you're gonna have to get off the bus, walk, and then wait on the 36, and then catch a connecting bus, if applicable, to go home. That is devastating to them. Also, the Route 238, which originates at the Miami Airport Station, and we'll talk about the Miami Airport Station later. The Route 238, which operates out of Dolphin Mall also, rides through Northwest 25th Street in Doral, major industrial area. It's only weekday service on the 238. Runs down 25th Street into the Miami International Airport cargo center, which is a lot of jobs there too. And then goes east along Northwest 7th Street into the Blue Lagoon area, the other industrial area, it just follows the jobs and takes people to the airport station. The airport station, you can transfer to Metro Rail, you can go to Tri-Rail, you can transfer intercity on Greyhound, on Flickbus. Soon Amtrak will be there, so it can connect people to the Tri-County area by using Tri-Rail. That route is eliminated completely. Now on the weekends, the 238 becomes the 338, which is express, which is it's a pretty good idea, because on the weekends you don't have a lot of the workers in the industrial areas on 25th Street. Those are mostly closed. So it runs express straight to the Dolphin Mall from the airport station. And what it transports is mostly shoppers or tourists that have a layover in Miami. They want to get to a mall. They want to get there quickly. They take the 338 and it gets on the Dolphin Expressway and rides straight there. So, and that's not going to be cut. So we're not going to talk about that. But the 238 is going to be cut. The 137, which runs along this street, which I am driving on right now, the 137 runs from Cutler Bay all along 137th Avenue, residentials on both sides, commercial, all kind of stuff. So the 137 is going to be, it goes to the Dolphin Mall, and it's going to be cut from there. It's going to be shortened at 8th Street, and it's going to go to FIU, Florida International University. So you're depriving the Dolphin Mall area of two major routes and access to the northwest, or the northwest and central part of Miami-Dade County, but also to southern and western Miami-Dade County, severely restricting access for these workers. And there's a 137 now headed southbound. See it on the left. And you see quite a few people at that bus stop. It's a very popular route, very popular. They have no idea why they wanted to shorten that 137 route like the way they did. So now we get to talking about the airport station. The airport station is the major job generator in the area, I think, apart from downtown Miami. The airport station, you don't only have airport passengers, you have a lot of people working at the airport. It's difficult to park there, so a lot of people depend on transit to get there. Let's see if we can veer off the street. A lot of people depend on transit to get there. They wanted to get rid of the 150 Express. There was a grassroots movement that made them keep it because they wanted to get rid of that too. But the airport station now is going to have less routes serving it. Why? I don't know. The 42, which runs along a major corridor, Lejeune Road, up and down Crosstown, from the north end of the county to the south end of the county, eliminated with no replacement. Completely eliminated. The Route J, which is local on 36th Street, going over to Miami Beach, eliminated. The 37 will have a service increase. It'll be running every 15 minutes. But it'll be from the Douglas Road station to the airport station. So north of the airport station, it's the same thing. It's every 30 minutes. So Hialeah, which is more industrial, more working class than Coral Gables to the south of the airport station, gets 30-minute service, while the nicer, more upper class area gets 15-minute service. And what I mean by that is usually when you have the middle class or upper class are less dependent on transit than the working class. Okay, so what sense does this make? Taking service away from the people that need it the most and putting it in areas where people might have a transportation option. So you got two major employment areas, airport station and the Dolphin Mall area, all getting fewer service. And like I said, Northwest 36th Street corridor right now started by the J, and the 36 will be getting fewer buses per hour. This is going to cause overcrowding and service unreliability. We already proved that on the busway. Again, check out a video about it. Tropical America Transit. He explains it very well and illustrates it too. So it's a little entertaining. And the final area I'm going to talk about on this video, at least, excuse me, it's going to be the Miami Beach. Miami Beach used to have the finest transit around. If you did not want to own a car, did not want to deal with driving and the hardships of driving and owning a car, the expenses, you find yourself an apartment on Miami Beach and you had one-seat rides just about anywhere. All that has been attacked by previous mayors, and it's been completely disseminated. And whatever's left on the beach, it's going to get worse now, because the beach right now has the Route S, one of the heaviest routes in the county, which travels on Alton Road and Collins Avenue, and the Route 120, which travels mostly along the same path as the S, except up for Alton Road, but it's limited stop. It's a quicker service. Let me get back to these railroad tracks. Yeah, okay. Well, they're going to be the 120 and the S is going to be eliminated. It's going to be a new route called the Route 100, and supposedly it's going to run every 7.5 minutes. But only every 15 minutes into Aventura. Means less buses per hour in Aventura. At the cost of doing this, the Route E is going to be eliminated. The H is going to be replaced with a 75. The 115 is going to be eliminated, leaving large part of the beach without bus service. They're going to have a new route, the 20, which will originate, I forgot to mention that at when we're talking about the airport station. But the 20 will look, we're going to end this video here soon. We're going to make a part 2, and we'll talk about the 20 then. But it's going to be a disastrous for the beach. They have all the service. It's going to be down to just basically one bus route through most of the beach. And again, going back to the Tropical America Transit video, if you watch that, you need to watch that because he explains things to you in layman's terms. Sometimes it's not called service duplication, it's called one-seat rides. Service duplication is when a route originates and terminates at the same point and follow each other. If the bus deviates or has a branch somewhere, it's not duplication. It's just offering people a one-seat ride. These people all have their terminology all turned around, or they're just plain idiots. I think I tend to go with the latter, and I'm not sorry if I insulted you, because you're messing with people's lives, and you are messing with people's lives. We'll explain that. This video's gone too long, so we got to cut it here, and we'll explain that in part 2. Stay tuned for part 2, my friends. I just gotta cut it off here for now. Take a drink of water, make my blood pressure lower a little bit, because this affects the people that I served for the last 39 years, you know. See you soon.